This is the plaintiff, Andrew Leland. He says he's known the defendant for about 11 years and loaned her all kinds of money and was never paid back. When he asked for his money, the crazy woman told the cops he hit her, which he did not. She won't pay him back, and he now knows she was just using him as a meal ticket. He's suing for $1,210, the amount he's owed. This is the defendant, Lorraine Dublin. She says she and the plaintiff were living together as man and wife, and he's now turning around trying to claim he loaned her money? Come on. If anyone's crazy, it's the plaintiff and his family. The plaintiff has caused her nothing but heartache, and she's so happy to be rid of him after today. She's accused of using an ex. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,000 for wrongful arrest and defamation.
Litigant time sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Andrew Leland?
Yes, ma'am.
You are suing, well, I guess your wife.
My wife.
Right?
Yes.
Lorraine Dublin for $1,210 in loans, 2 loans that you say you made to her and she has not repaid.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a counterclaim against him for $5,000 for wrongful arrest and defamation. Okay, I cannot wait. What's going on?
Judge, I know Lorraine Dublin for about 11 years. 5 years ago, I had a funeral in Guyana. I went back to bury my grandfather. We met, exchanged phone numbers, start talking. The defendant.
You live in America?
Yes, I live in the United States of America.
Okay, and
yes.
she lives in Guyana?
In Guyana, yeah.
All right, so you exchanged phone numbers and started talking on the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
My mom got sick in Guyana. My wife, at that time it was my wife, the defendant. She helped my mom, bathe her, feed her. She had a cell phone. She would call me.
She helped your mom. She would bathe and feed your mom?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
In Guyana. Basically take care of my mom. So I said, great, thanks. You know, I would get to speak to my mom live, whatever. I told her, I said, don't worry, I'm going to take care of you and your kids. She have 2 kids.
On account of she took care of your mom?
Yes.
And what did you mean by take care of her and her kids?
Well, basically, I'm going to marry her, bring her to the States.
Oh.
We wasn't married at that time.
I was thinking like a thank you card with flowers or maybe a gift card to a nice restaurant. You were going to marry her to repay her for taking care of your mom.
Well, over the time, we fall in love. I fall in love with her.
Okay. When did you guys get married?
June 11, 2008.
All right, and at the time she's still living, did you get married in Guyana?
Yes.
And then you bring her here when?
December 22nd, 2009.
So a year and a half later?
Yes.
And why did it take that long?
Well, that's the immigration process.
Okay, so go ahead.
So my wife came December 22nd. We went shopping. I take her to Jamaica, Queens. And
Jamaica, Queens?
Yes,
okay.
Jamaica, Queens. Yeah, Jamaica, Queens. We went shopping. We bought shoes, jackets, you know, clothes from America. It's wintertime, December.
Right.
The next day, my wife started quarreling, arguing, fussing, fighting. I said, what's wrong? You know, maybe it's not what you expected. Maybe, I don't know.
What was she saying?
Why are we living in such a small place? Why are we here? Why we don't, you know, get a bigger place? You know,
what do you think
quarreling.
was the reason for the arguing and the fighting?
Well, my wife looked me square in the eye one day and she said, this problem can be fixed. It's more money. I said, what? More money? How much money you want? I'm giving you $500 a month allowance here. How much more money you want? I'm sending money home to the kids.
So she tells you it can be solved with money. How do you guys break up?
I was fed up. Every day I come home from work is an arguing, is a fighting, is a quarreling. My wife physically grabs me. My wife, I don't like to be touched. I don't like to be handled. My wife grabs me. She tried to wrestle with me. I said,
now
look.
we know what the problem was. All right. She grabbed you and she wrestled you?
Yes, yes.
Did you call the police?
No.
Okay. However, I do know a few things from
Yes.
looking at the record.
Absolutely.
I do know that you got her arrested.
Yes.
So at some point you called the police.
Yes.
And I also know that you, and we'll talk to you in a second about your version of this stuff, that she got a restraining order against you.
Absolutely.
Which came first, the restraining order?
The restraining.
Okay, the restraining order take you out of the apartment?
Yes.
So she stayed with your apartment?
Yes.
Do you ever go back?
Yes, I went back 11 days after because my wife calls me every day, like 40 times a day, begging me, oh, please come back, please, you know.
So, okay, now the restraining order she got against you, was it part of a criminal case she filed against you?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, so you got arrested too?
Yeah, well, that was the original. Oh, you didn't hear this part. Great. She pushed me. I pushed her. I said, what's wrong with you? She said, oh, I'm going to go make a police report. Well, I'm thinking, she's kidding. It's no big deal.
Why would you think it's no big deal?
Well,
Okay.
for me,
So the bottom line is it was a big deal because she
It was
did
a
make
big
a
deal.
police report.
She went to make
called
a
the
police-
You
yeah,
got
absolutely.
arrested.
Got
that
arrested.
case got dropped. Why? Because you dropped the charges?
I never turn up in court.
You never showed up in court, which
That's
is you
a
dropped
lie.
the charges.
That's a lie.
I never turn
That's a
up
lie.
to court. One time I go to the court like I go to the
So
court.
what
and they
happened to
give
your
me a
case? Did it get
protection
dismissed?
order.
It got dismissed
But it got dismissed. Why?
because there was no evidence or no mark on her
Can I
stating
see
that
the
I beat her.
dismissal for that reason?
Yes, absolutely.
Show me what you've got there. All right, so now get to the loans. When do you, quote, loan your wife money?
February 11, 2010.
What was it for?
$500 to pay her mom in Guyana that she borrowed.
So she had borrowed money from her mom.
Yes.
And then she needed to repay it.
Yes.
So she asked you to loan her the money.
Yes.
And then, and what was the other amount that you loaned her, the $710?
$710. She borrowed that to put in for her 2 kids that's in Guyana.
In other words, for the application fee
Yes,
for
the
immigration?
application fee for immigration.
Okay. And she borrowed that. That's not you paying it for your stepchildren. That's her borrowing it.
That's her borrowing it.
Okay. And how long after that, until when did you guys stay together?
We stayed together up until June 15th.
Of 2010?
2010.
So not very long, like
No.
6 months.
Yeah.
What happened in those 6 months?
Arguing, fighting.
Can I hear from you, Ms. Dublin? What's going on? You meet him in Guyana.
Yeah, we from one country. I meet him in Guyana,
Okay.
right? And we get close. In 2005, we get more close, and we get married 2008. When I get a visa, I tell him, let me spend the Christmas with my kids, right? And then he said, no, come now. If you don't want to spend the Christmas, stay, don't bother come, right? And I was like, okay, I'm going to come.
Why?
Yeah, I said, I'm going to
You're
come.
a big girl. You can make your own decisions and spend
It's
Christmas
true.
with your kids.
Yeah, I said, because he was like, we're coming.
All right, so you do that, so you come to the United States. And what happens when you get here?
When I get in the United States in the night, I come the 22nd of December. He come to the airport to meet me. He come with a Dwayne Reed Dwayne Reed bag with a coat. You know, the coat was like big, but this, and the coat was smelly. I said, I'm not putting on that coat. And then he go get a taxi. I was trim leg out to the taxi, and then we go into the taxi now. He said, you won't put on the coat? I said, no, I'm not putting on the coat, it's smelly. And I come in the taxi with him. When I get to the apartment now, the apartment smells stink, because it's have his mom there. It's this type of mental people. His mom is mental, you have sisters, you have brothers back home and sisters that mental. These type of mental people, right? His mom was there mental, she'd sleep on a little cub there with his sister, and the whole house smelly. So when I get into the house, now I go into
Wait, were they living there when you moved in?
Yes.
All right,
It's
so you-
me, his mom, his sister, and his dad, and he used to live in an apartment. And then it showed.
Okay, so the place was not what you expected. You
No.
expected you'd be coming here and there'd be
I expect-
Yankee
but no.
paraphernalia and a beautiful
Although-
view of the city and the Hudson, and that's not what you got
Yeah.
here and found. Okay, I understand that. Now talk to me about the loans that he says he
Your
made to
Honor,
you.
when I come to this country, my husband give me the same night I come in $100. That $100, I take it and I buy a winter boots. My husband never carry me no shopping nowhere. Nothing. My husband, it's shameful talk. My husband, he like to quarrel, right? The first time he was like in the room.
According
coming
to
in-
you, he was abusive. Tell me what you mean by
he's
abusive.
abusive husband. I never expect this, because when my husband come to Guyana, we live so nice. You know that this was I was coming into.
Okay, how was he abusive?
He abuses, he like to hit you. He like to hit, and if I pass next to my husband, I jam his foot so, I said, sorry, use that sorry, bam. That's the type of person he be.
He paints a picture where your interest was one thing and one thing only, which was money. You
No
wanted to
way.
come to this country, you wanted the money,
No,
and you
Your
wanted
Honor-
money to
Your
get your
Honor.
kids out of the country, and the problem can be solved with money. Did you
No,
ever have
Your
that
Honor.
discussion
Your
with him
Honor.
where our problems can be all solved with money? That never happened?
No way. Your Honor, my husband, from since I come to the country, he used to work a night work, right? he quit the work. He quit the work like 3 nights after I come to the country.
I want to understand the loan part of this thing because
No,
I'm interested in your story,
yeah.
but I got to be honest with you. I'm trying to figure out whether he loaned you the money or he didn't loan you the money.
Okay.
So did he or didn't he?
No, he never lent me no
But
money.
where'd you get the money then to put in to apply for the 2 children?
Me, Horna, I can't apply for children until after 5 years. My husband's signature and everything is there. Apply for my children.
Are you saying the $710 was paid by him when he applied for the children?
Yes, he gonna buy the
Did you
receipt and
apply for the
everything,
children as a
I can't
citizen? Are
apply
you
for my
stop?
children.
Turn it off. Did you
Okay.
apply as a citizen in order to get the children here?
Faster.
Okay,
She
so
can't
you did.
apply. She
All right,
can't
so
apply.
why would she have to pay you back the $710? It's your application. You're the one who paid the fee because that was for her kids, and now things didn't work out. So now you want the money back?
That was before.
So you acknowledge that he paid the $710. You're saying, Judge, I don't owe it to him. That was a joint expense as husband and wife. What about the $500 loan?
Your Honor, my husband never give me no $500. Since I'm in this country, my husband give me $100.
To spend.
$100
Totally.
to spend on the buy a winter boots. The first night to come, he give me $100.
And according to you, he never gave you any other money.
No.
Do you have any other proof of that $500?
Yes.
You're not going to show me a bank statement that says you withdrew $500, right?
Yeah.
That's not going to prove to me that you loaned it to her. That's just going to prove to me that one day you needed $500.
No, that I take it out and I give her
Well,
on that day.
but the bank statement's not going to say that.
All
It's
right.
just going to say you took out $500. Now, you have a counterclaim against him for $5,000 because according to you, he had you wrongfully arrested.
Yes, Your
and
Honor.
that has defamed you. Tell me about what you say is a wrongful arrest.
Your Honor, we had a domestic problem whereby he hit me and I couldn't take it anymore. Well, constantly hitting me. I never used to talk because it's my husband and he bring me here and I tell her one day.
So you would just take it?
Yes, because I couldn't, what can I do? I didn't
Oh,
use
there's
it
lots
to-
of things you could do.
Yeah.
You could call the police.
Well,
You
see,
could-
I didn't know about the pre-sentence, so, and I called her one day, and I said, Louise, you know, Andrew always hitting it, not me. She said, don't take Andrew hitting at you. You have your 2 kids to look, right? And if he beat you up and kill you,
Well,
don't. And I go to the pre-sent the morning when I wake up now.
Okay.
He had
What got him out of the apartment? The restraining order, or he left on his own, or what?
The restraining order in getting out of the apartment, because although they had a restraining order out for him, he stayed out 1 week of the apartment and he coming back easy. And the
Wait,
monitor...
during a restraining order, he
Yes,
came
he
back?
went in
So
back.
did you call the police to arrest him again, or did you invite him back?
I didn't call the police, but after he go to the court and they monitor it. The monitor
So you
the
let him back
protection
in?
order.
Be honest. You let him back in?
Yes, Your Honor, it's his house.
So you let him back. Well, then you get out, but you didn't. But you were living as man and wife again because you forgave him for whatever it was because you were trying to get back
yes,
together.
we were-
So why
yes.
can't you just say that?
Yes, and
Okay, so
so
now here we are. Your marriage is broken up because at some point I can't get to how, but I don't care anymore. So somehow your marriage is broken up and you're no longer together. In September you get arrested.
Yes.
Tell me what you got arrested for.
Well, he said I call him and I tell him I have some boyfriend gonna murder him, and it's nothing like the sort.
Okay.
So I was
and the police
arrested.
actually arrested you based on him saying that?
Yes, the police called me like half an hour. I collect the protection order. Lorraine, your husband claiming that you called
What
him.
happened with your criminal case?
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Is it a problem that people marry people to get into the country?
I think it is a problem because it's not really fair to the people in the United States, other people coming in this country and doing something like that.
Do you think that the government should crack down on people who do that, really kind of scrutinize these marriages?
No, not necessarily. They're coming down here for the same freedoms that most people came down here. It goes back from history. It's not a major issue.
True, but most people have to do it legally and by the book, right? So what's the answer? You're the tiebreaker.
Oh, sanctitude of marriage. I mean, I would crack down on it, definitely.
You would crack down on it. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
Well, the criminal case, it's still, I'm gonna go by the 21st.
Okay, but you're suing for $5,000 for wrongful arrest and defamation, but there's no resolution to your case yet,
Okay,
right? Like
Yeah.
the case hasn't been resolved yet. We
Yeah.
don't know what's going to happen.
okay, yeah.
On your counterclaim against him for wrongful arrest and defamation, you need to understand that one of the elements that you have to prove for that is that he wrongfully got you arrested and the result was in your favor. You have to be able to prove that the charges got dropped because they were found to be unfounded.
Yeah.
You don't have that proof. So you can't win on that count.
All right,
so on that counterclaim, my verdict is 0 because you have chosen to bring that claim,
All right.
and frankly, you're not able to prove that because you don't have a favorable result. That's what's going on with that. On your claim against her for $500 and for $710, it couldn't be clearer to me. And I had to go into this whole history of what happened. put your hand down, of what happened between the two of you, because I have to understand whether you're really living together as man and wife, whether there's somebody doing part of the work, and sometimes there's a division of labor. In what is that? Is that a pot in that bag?
Yes, this is my pot.
Are you serious? You brought a pot? I'm about to talk about pots and pans, and she brought a pot?
This pot here.
What is that? What is that? Why is that here?
My friend gave me this. This is what I used to use in his house. My friends give me this, and my next girlfriend is Cynthia Phillips. She gave me this, and Andrew Moe give me this. The pot. This is
you trying to show that that's how little you had there?
Yes, that is how little we have
and
there.
And that he wasn't loaning you $500
No way. That's
okay.
This is what I have. And
right. Okay. So that's where we are. All right. But in terms of you being able to prove to me that you made your wife a $500 loan, you have not been able to prove that to me. And in terms of you being able to prove to me that the $710 that you paid on your application to get your stepkids here was a loan to her, you have also not been able to prove that to me. So on your claim against her, 0 as well.
Thank you, Judge.
Let's check with the plaintiff here. He is leaving the courtroom. Come on in here. First of all, give me right there. Right there is good. Give me your reaction to the outcome here. Turn.
I was surprised because I have a document here showing where I draw the money out.
You took $500 out of the bank. This is not the time.
$11,000.
Tell me what changed in her when she got here. This is not the wife that you thought you were getting?
Absolutely not.
She seemed like a nice person in the courtroom.
Oh, in the courtroom is a different thing. But living with her is hell.
Do you still live in the same place?
No, absolutely not.
You moved?
Yes.
You have a bigger place? Why'd you move?
I couldn't stay with my wife. She's fighting, quarreling, arguing all the time.
So you moved out?
Yes.
And you're gone?
Yes.
All right, okay. All right, write this. Do you miss her?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Too much headache.
Okay, so step in here and tell me, first of all, what's your feeling on the case as you come out?
I'm proud that the case is dismissed. Thank you for that. My husband didn't lend me no money. He didn't lend me no money.
Did you use him to come to America, or did you love him?
I love him. I come to America. I think it was a nice life I come into. I didn't know it was a garbage. I'm coming to the house was stink, no bed. Right now, my mattress is home at him. My closet that my sister bought. The mattress.
You did love him, though, at first?
I did love him. I did love him. I love him now.
Okay. Harvey?
You know, everybody thinks you can kind of like, boom, get married, but it is a long process to do something like this where you can get a green card and be here legally, so it's not as easy as you may think. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.